Hey, it's Tom
and Mike
from Take Time to Travel.
One of the natural wonders of the world, Niagara Falls is an absolutely incredible sight to behold. And from Niagara Falls, Canada, there are so many amazing ways to experience it. From the Journey Behind the Falls attraction to the Voyage to the Falls boat tour. If you're brave enough, Niagara Falls ziplining, and even the Whitewater Walk. There are so many unique ways to get a phenomenal perspective of this breathtaking natural wonder.
And we're going to show you what to do and where to find all of the best views of Niagara Falls. So without further ado, let's get started with the Journey Behind the Falls attraction, which is located inside the Table Rock Center.
After you buy your Journey Behind the Falls ticket, which costs $23.50 Canadian plus tax per person, you'll make your way to the far side of the building and down the escalators here for this incredible attraction, which gives you access to the lower observation deck as well as the tunnels behind the falls, which both provide unique and unforgettable views. In our opinion, the Journey Behind the Falls was our favorite attraction, so let's go check it out.
First, you'll need to descend 125 feet down an elevator and explore 130-year-old tunnels through the bedrock behind Niagara's Horseshoe Falls, which lead you over to these cool vantage points where you can see the backside of the mighty Niagara Falls. After we stopped for a quick video selfie behind the falls, we walked over to check out another one of the tunnel's viewpoints behind the falls, which looked pretty similar to the first one.
Then we made our way over towards our favorite part of the Journey Behind the Falls attraction, the lower observation deck. From the second level of the observation deck, you can get some amazing views of the Canadian side of Niagara Falls, Horseshoe Falls, where up to 2,800 cubic meters of water flows over every second, traveling 65 kilometers per hour. Wow, incredible. If you head down to the main level of the observation deck, you'll get even better unobstructed views at the foot of the thunderous 13-story tall Horseshoe Falls. What a phenomenal perspective of Niagara Falls.
Even with the provided raincoats, you're still gonna get a little bit wet, but it's definitely worth it for those unforgettable up-close views of the magnificent Niagara Falls. You can even see the American Falls in the distance, as well as the Maid of the Mist or the Voyage to the Falls boat tours, which also give you incredibly unique views of the falls.
Let's get going from the Journey Behind the Falls and check out another favorite attraction, the Voyage to the Falls boat tour, which is located about 15 minutes away by foot. Previously called the Maid of the Mist, the boat tour is now run by Niagara City Cruises. We did the Voyage to the Falls boat tour in the beginning of May, which can be chilly, so make sure to bring a warm, waterproof jacket.
To start the experience, we had to make our way down this concrete ramp over to the elevators so that we could take them down towards the boats. After the short ride, we walked back outside to be greeted to this nice view of the American Falls. Then, a little bit closer to the docks, we were handed our red, waterproof plastic ponchos.
We continued to head down some more winding walkways with beautiful views of the falls, as well as the American Niagara Falls Observation Tower on the far shore and the Rainbow International Bridge. After the line had stopped moving, we took a moment to put on these fashionable red waterproof ponchos that were provided to us. Shortly thereafter, it was time to board the boat. First, we decided to try to go on the upper deck, but it was already pretty crowded up there. We could have got some great views from up here in the second row and probably stayed a lot drier, but we chose to check out the front of the boat. We made our way down these stairs and were lucky enough to find a spot at the railing right at the front of the boat. What a great spot to enjoy the lovely views as we cast off and begin our voyage to the falls.
We passed by the Rainbow International Bridge and the American Niagara Falls Observation Tower on our way over to get a closer look at the beautiful American Niagara Falls. The stunning American Falls range in height between 70 to 110 feet or 21 to 34 meters. And if measured along the jagged lip of the falls, the crest is about 950 feet or 290 meters long. On the far right, you'll also notice the Bridal Veil Falls, which is the smallest of the three waterfalls making up Niagara Falls, measuring 56 feet or 17 meters wide with a vertical fall of about 78 feet or 24 meters. It truly is an incredible experience cruising past the magnificent American side of Niagara Falls.
But let's keep going. Over towards the largest of the three waterfalls making up Niagara Falls, the Canadian Horseshoe Falls, where approximately 90% of the water in the Niagara River flows over. This was probably our favorite part of the whole boat tour, getting up close to the base of the thunderous Horseshoe Falls and experiencing the water crashing down all around you. It really was truly awe-inspiring being surrounded by this incredible natural wonder. And I'm glad we had these red plastic waterproof jackets because it was chilly this close to the falls. And otherwise, we would have been completely drenched, especially since we decided to stand right at the front of the boat. It was like being in a downpour.
But we still absolutely loved the Voyage to the Falls boat tour. It was pretty cool to be sprayed by Niagara Falls, and every once in a while, there was even some foam showers. After a little while, it was time for our captain to go with the flow, turn our boat around, and for us to make our way back towards the pier where we started our voyage from. On our journey back towards the pier, we walked back inside the boat for a little bit to warm up and dry off after that amazing experience.
And then we even got to enjoy one last look at the American Falls. The boat trip only lasted 20 minutes, but overall we loved the reasonably priced Voyage to the Falls boat tour, which cost 32 Canadian dollars plus tax per person. But let's keep going and check out what else there is to do at Niagara Falls. Another unique way to experience Niagara Falls is by zipline. It's definitely a thrill that you won't forget. Zipping down the cables across from the falls, giving you a remarkable adventure with breathtaking views. We didn't try this one, but I'd love to try it in the warmer months.
Just beside ziplining and Niagara City cruises, you'll find a nice observation deck with some great views of the American Falls, the Bridal Veil Falls, and on the right side, the Horseshoe Falls. On the other side of ziplining, you'll find the Fallsview Trail. The trail is lined with lots of gardens filled with flowers, and you can also find the odd structure, like this cool-looking stone building here, which, just like the rest of the trail, has lovely perspectives of the falls.
Continuing along the Fallsview Trail, back towards where we did the journey behind the falls, you'll enjoy some more lovely views. Love all the beautiful yellow spring daffodils. Very pretty. If you continue walking along the trail past the American Falls and over towards the Canadian Horseshoe Falls, you'll make it to this observation deck right in front of the Table Rock Welcome Center, which had some phenomenal views right at the edge overlooking the Horseshoe Falls. It really is a humbling experience standing so close and watching all of that water come thundering over the 2,200 foot wide crestline of the Horseshoe Falls. Absolutely stunning. And it's a great spot to take a selfie.
Another cool way to experience the power of the Niagara River is with the Whitewater Walk. Located about 15 minutes drive down from the Horseshoe Falls, here you can see the power of the Class 6 Whitewater Rapids up close. To start, guests will travel by elevator down 70 meters and then walk through these tunnels, which will eventually take you out to the base of the Niagara Gorge. As soon as you step outside onto the first viewing platform, you're greeted by the roar of the Niagara River Rapids, flowing at almost 50 kilometers per hour just downstream from Niagara Falls. After the first observation platform, you'll make your way out onto the impressive quarter-mile boardwalk that runs along the shoreline of the Niagara River Rapids. As you stroll down the riverside boardwalk, you'll enjoy the views of the crashing waves of the rapids as well as the 410 million year old rock layers of the Niagara Gorge.
As you keep going, you'll also find some viewing areas along the length of the boardwalk. This viewing platform at the bottom of the stairs certainly offers some incredible up-close views of the Niagara River Rapids, which are some of North America's most wild whitewater rapids. What a mesmerizing experience watching the powerful Niagara River Rapids race by.
And if you continue to walk down the stairs towards the lower viewing platform, you'll be able to get up close right beside the shoreline of the river, next to the rocks and boulders, and watch the fury of the huge waves going by. Wow, incredible! But let's keep going on our stroll and make our way back up the wooden staircases over to the main riverside boardwalk so that we can see what else there is at the Whitewater Walk. FYI, this was filmed at the beginning of May, so I'm sure it would be a lot greener later in the season.
Even in the spring, this was a lovely walk with the rapids racing down the river beside you. As you arrive at the end of the delightful quarter-mile wooden boardwalk, you'll find possibly my favorite viewing platforms. After you walk down the staircase beside the stone wall, you'll make it to this observation platform, situated right next to the raging river. For me, it really was an awe-inspiring experience, being so close. But sometimes, when the bigger waves came crashing by, I instinctively took a couple steps back. And if that wasn't close enough, there was an additional viewing platform even closer to the rapids, which was closed the day I went because of the high water. But this platform was more than close enough for me. After the obligatory video selfie, we walked back along the boardwalk the way that we came. Overall, we really enjoyed experiencing all of the different incredible Niagara Falls attractions, from the Voyage to the Falls boat tour to the awe-inspiring Journey Behind the Falls attraction, where you'll get once-in-a-lifetime views of Niagara Falls. And of course, the Whitewater Walk, where you'll see the Niagara River's rapids.
There's so many things to see and do in Niagara Falls. As always, we really enjoyed making today's video, and we hope you enjoyed watching it too. If you did, we'd really appreciate it if you'd like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications on our future videos. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm, and it helps our channel to grow.
And remember, take time to travel. Catch you on the next one.